Hello everyone. Today's class is all about releasing fascia. The fascia is a casing that covers our entire body. It often gets sticky with adhesions or cross links that keep it from moving smoothly. And this can cause pain and trigger points. Today we'll target these trigger points by moving very slowly and gradually smoothing out the fascia with our yin yoga. With that, today you'll need just enough room to spread out. Comfy clothes, maybe 2 blocks or 2 pillows to help support you today. And that's it. So go get ready, and I'll see you on the mat. I like giving you an affirmation with each session. Today is, I release all negative thoughts that are holding me back from my best health. We'll start in child's pose today, so come to your hands and knees. Your knees are wide, big toes together. Sit your hips back to your heels while spreading the knees wide, and fold your torso forward, resting your chest and forehead on the mat, extending your arms forward or bring them along beside your body, and just breathe deeply and slowly. We'll hold each of the poses for about 2 minutes today, gently hydrating the fascia, releasing the tension, and allow our bodies to smooth out and move more freely. Lift your head and use your arms to walk your way up, and then turn around so that you're on your bottom, and bring your legs nice and wide as your mat. Drop the knees to the right and drop them to the left, just for a little windshield wiper movement. And then we'll hold them to the left, holding with the left shin parallel to the front of you and the right shin in a nice 90-degree angle. You could stay up on your arms or walk your hands back to rest back on your arms. Maybe you come all the way down to your elbows. This pose helps to unwind or smooth out that fascia in the front hip flexor of the right leg and all the way down to the knee. If you need to place a block or a pillow to lift that knee a little bit or rest the knee on it, that's okay. Remember, we want to stretch out slowly and smoothly, never forcing the movement. Maybe you start on your hands for a while, and after a minute or so, gradually move back a little bit. Maybe your availability is to go all the way down on the mat. Always finding what works best for you. And only going to the edge where you feel the stretch, but there's never any strain or pain. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Focus on your breath, and with each exhale, feel the body relax into the pose. Carefully use your arms to help push your way back up, especially if you're laying all the way back. And let's windshield wipe those legs just a time or two again. And this time resting them to the opposite side. Now the right leg is at a right angle to your body. You can walk the hands back and walk back so that you're walking at an angle away from that knee. You could stay up on your arms, down on your elbows, or rest all the way down on the floor if that's what's available for you today. Find your pose, hold it there, and resolve to be still. Again, using your breath to help relax the muscles, relax the ligaments, and relax everything holding those joints. Allowing the fluids to hydrate, to smooth out slowly and in their own time. Now slowly and carefully use your arms to bring yourself back up again. And let's windshield wipe the legs just a time or two here to move the circulation through the hips. And now come to table pose as we prepare for pigeon pose. On your hands and knees, extend the right leg out behind you. Draw the knee in and place your knee right behind the right wrist. Right foot to the crease of the left hip or parallel to the front of the mat. Extend and slide the left leg back. An option might be to sit on your sits bones with both legs bent. Whether you're straight or on sits bones, fold forward here. If you find it difficult to keep the hips squared and towards the mat, you could try placing a pillow or a rolled blanket up under the right hip to help square them down. Now this pose targets the fascia of the outer hip of that right leg and the glutes and even some in the low back. And in that hip, it's a common spot for stored tension and emotional stress. Find the pose that's best for you. Hold it there and resolve to be still. Focusing on your breath, exhaling and releasing the tension as you exhale. Take your time and very slowly lift your head, your torso, and use your arms to walk your way back up. Come to table again. Maybe you extend that right leg out behind you and just make some little movements that feel good to that hip. Then bring that knee back into a table, and we'll bring the left knee up behind the left wrist with the heel towards the right crease of the hip or parallel to the top of the mat. Again, you could have both knees bent, sitting on your sits bones, or extending that right leg back, pressing both hips down and towards the mat squarely, and bringing the chest forward and down, resting your head on the mat. And very similarly on this side, if you find the hips are not flat to the mat or parallel, then you might place a pillow or a rolled blanket up under the left hip. Wherever your pose is today, find your edge that you just feel a little stretch, and allow the body to slowly release, not pushing, not trying to get somewhere, but just allowing gravity in your body to release naturally. Very slowly come out of the pose and use your arms to bring yourself back up again. Extending that left leg back, maybe moving forward and back, allowing the circulation to move through, and just a few movements that feel good. And then bring that leg in, and we'll come around and prepare for our heart bench. So place one block just behind your back in the long direction, and then the next block at a second higher level. So it could be mid or high level, but make the block for your headrest a little higher than the one for your shoulders. You could also use pillows here. Place the block or your pillows in between the shoulder blades, and the other block rests your head on the block. Allow your shoulders to fall to the sides. Your knees can stay bent with your feet on the floor, or you could extend the legs straight. This pose is a gentle heart opener that hydrates the fascia of the chest, the shoulders, and counteracting the effects of that hunching forward all day, the tech neck that we're all experiencing because of our lifestyles today. Find what feels best for you, opening the chest, relaxing the shoulders down and towards the floor. Focus on your breath, and with each exhale, feel the shoulders sinking and melting towards the floor. Feel your chest opening and relaxing. Soften that space between your eyes and soften your cheeks and your jaw. Being very careful again to support yourself coming out of this pose. You could bend your knees and plant your feet on the floor and use your arms to lift your way back up. Move your blocks aside. We won't need them anymore. So bring yourself over to the left side of your mat and extend your legs out long and make a nice straight line with your body. Then lift your shoulders and your head over towards the right side of the mat. Walk your legs then over to the right side of the mat, keeping the hips flat on the floor. Reach your arms overhead to the top right corner of your mat, making a nice crescent moon shape. If you'd like, you could take that left leg and cross it over the right to intensify the stretch. Find what works best for you and hold the pose there. This pose helps to unpeel the fascia along the side of the body, from the outer ankle all the way up to the armpit in that left arm. It targets the IT band and the obliques, smoothing out the fascia, allowing smoother movement in the sides of our bodies and in our backs, in our legs and our hips. Relax into the pose and resolve to be still, focusing on your breath. Breathing in and a nice slow exhale out. We'll come out of this pose the opposite way we came in. Bring your arms back down by your sides. Walk your legs back over to the left side of the mat, and then lift your shoulders and your head to a nice straight line on the left of the mat. Take just a couple of breaths here before we move to the other side. And now we'll move to the right side of the mat, starting in that nice straight line like we did on the left. Extend the legs out, arms are by your sides. Move the shoulders and your head over to the left side of the mat, and then walk your legs over to the left side, keeping the hips down. Then reach the arms up overhead towards the left upper corner of your mat. If you'd like to cross that right leg over, you can, keeping that hip down, or you could just leave your legs side by side here. Wherever your pose is today, hold the pose there and resolve to be still, allowing slow, smooth, stretching and relaxing movement. Smoothing out that side of the body from the ankle all the way up to the armpit on that right side. Lower your arms down by your sides. Walk your legs back over to the right side of the mat and bring your shoulders and your chest to the right side of the mat. Holding here in a nice straight line, taking a few breaths here, in and out. And then find your way to the center of your mat for our Shavasana. Maybe you place your hands on your belly. Maybe you widen the legs and allow the knees to fall in. Maybe you bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out. Find what feels good to you today for your Shavasana. Maybe you extend the legs out in a traditional. Hands can be on your belly, by your sides, palms up. But I would invite you to close your eyes. Soften that space between your eyes. Soften your cheeks and your jaw. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, feel the whole body relax and sink towards the floor. Just continue to focus on your breath. Gently awaken your body, wiggling your fingers and toes, and bring yourself back to a seated position if you will. If you enjoyed this yin journey with me today, releasing the fascia, and it made you feel more at ease, please press that like button and subscribe to see more videos just like this. Remember, true flexibility isn't about quick and forceful movements. It's a state of ease that you can reclaim one breath at a time. Peace be with you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.